Hey, a Knife Tale here, bringing you a knife summary of a knife I have done a review on. This is the CJRB Pyrite Lite. I'm sure most people recognize this if you've had the chance to check out any knives in the last, I don't know, like year or two. You've probably seen one of these somewhere. This knife in particular is the lightweight version, and one of the, most of them are budget knives. There are a few premium versions, but this one is a budget knife that comes in pretty low in the $40 to $50 range normally. They may have went up, who knows. I'm not paying attention because I have one. Where is my, there it is. It's literally sitting under my hand. You got about 3 3/8 of an inch for blade, and you got a little over 7.5 inches long total. It is a button lock with a plunge lock, not a like a top liner lock or anything else that they've been doing nowadays. Runs on thumb studs for the reverse flick and the thumb flick, and they both work really well. These are good thumb studs. They're small, but unlike some small thumb studs, you don't slip off of them. They've got enough texture, and the position is really good. They're also got a little bit of a chamfer down to them to create more room. That's the word I was looking for, room. This is on bearings. This one is in ARRPM 9 steel. Most of the budget ones are going to be in that, and there's a billion different variations. There's regular drop points. There's this. It's like a long sheep's foot, or maybe you could call it a Wharncliffe because it's a little bit long for a sheep's foot, but it's not dropping down from the very back, so I guess technically it would be a sheep's foot because it's flat up here. So a slightly modified sheep's foot. You've got buoy blades, you've got big, small versions, mini versions. I have a mini version that I probably should have included in this video. Maybe it'll get its own. It got its own review, so maybe. There are large versions, there's steel handles, there's titanium handles with inlays and carbon fiber and G10, and I'd be almost surprised if there wasn't an aluminum handle version at this point, too. Basically, you kind of have a very basic but very useful blade shape and handle with tons of options. It's not the most fancy thing in the world, but it does look really good, right? The handle is really nice and slim, and I don't know why it feels so much slimmer than even like this Civivi Elementum, but something about the way it sits in your hand, maybe because it's also really pretty slim this direction too, despite having contour, though that is, of course, an advantage of the plastic on here, which is actually good. There's no flex. It's got full liners. The plastic on this feels very solid, very well done. There's no particular noticeable weird edges that you normally get where if they cut them out of the mold or something like that. It's really, really quality GRN, FRN, something like that. They did a good job with that, and I'm not only a fan of it, but for this price is more than acceptable. But it just feels very slim and manipulatable in the hand. It's very comfortable. The pocket clip, while you feel it, is a good deep carry clip that works wonderfully. It is inset, it is reversible, which is nice because it is a button lock, which means left-handed people can enjoy it. The jimping, it has, but that's not really functional jimping. This particular one, as you've noticed, has the rose gold coating. You can get a couple of different variants, including a buoy version with the rose gold. Otherwise, it's coated black or your standard steel color. Oh, in the premium versions, there's probably S90V and who knows what else. Like I said, they have a ton of them. For branding, you got the CJRB logo, which kind of disappears on this blade. And while I don't like it, you have the, I guess, code number for the blade or the knife and the steel. The code doesn't need to be there, ever. But other than that, you really don't see much. So it gives a very pretty clean presentation, which is nice. It is also a very thinly ground knife. Let's see if we can get that in the shot. It's quite thin. Like, this thing is a monster cutter. It is got actually a decently tall flat grind. It almost feels like a slight hollow, but I'm pretty sure it's a flat grind. Mine does have a little bit of bumpiness at the tip because I've used it a bit. But also, they put this nice little bit of texturing in this sort of shadow boxed faux inlay in this, and I think it looks really good. It makes it better than just straight plain plastic. It adds something, and it does add texture. Like, it adds a tactility to it that is appealing. There is also the choke-up position, and I will say, that is one area, as good as this knife is, as popular as this knife is, I do think this version has two slight hiccups. And that is, the choke-up position, while very accommodating and overall would be super comfortable, you see right there how it makes a sudden change in the arc. It doesn't follow the arc of the choil. It kind of creates a hard angle. It's not uncomfortable at all because it's all rounded down and everything, but it is noticeable that kind of shifting angle. Doesn't sit quite where you... I don't know. It kind of... In my hands, it works, but it feels a little awkward. Because I'm kind of on this, like, you know, ridge here. Or this... It's going, and then... Boop. Right? I also think that since they did everything in the rose gold, they should have either... and black hardware, they should have coated the standoffs with either the rose gold or the black hardware. Or the black... I don't know, PVD, whatever coating this is. I do think they missed that. I mean, I don't mind the stop pin not being because it's coming in contact with things. But, I mean, it's coming in contact with the blade, so if it wears off, it's going to wear off on the blade, too. But either way, I don't mind that. Because they also went to the length of coating the entire plunge button lock. And the internals of it, too. So, kind of a strange little thing to overlook. But it's not really hurting anything. It's not really making the knife less, honestly, great. These things are pretty darn good. Solid, smooth, centered. Though I do have two of these. One was not centered. So, maybe. It's a grind issue, primarily. But for, you know, $40-some or something. I think I got them on sale for $40. They might be like $50 or something. This particular version with the coating and everything. Normally. But these are really, really good knives. Really straightforward, really budget friendly, and kind of just universally good for anybody who needs a knife. And that's probably why they've been so popular. Yeah. Bearings, button lock. Kind of ticks all the boxes for your basic stuff, but it does it pretty darn well. So it's definitely a really, really good budget knife. And that's really all I have to say about the summary of the CJRB Pyrite Lite, or Pyrite in general, really. That's it for me. That's the summary done. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.